Hey everybody. Happy Friday. Hopefully this homework was not too hard for you, and hopefully if you had any trouble, you were able to go see your teacher in the afternoon and ask for some help. You know, us teachers really like that, right? It's not bugging us. Well, my class learned it's like giving us cookies. We like cookies, right? All right, let's see what we got here. We were doing 318 to 122, 118 to 122. Looks like I've been flipping ahead a little bit here. So let's go look at these problems, right? I do want to say that the page before, again, these methods and meetings things are usually pretty good boxes. If you have a little bit of extra time and you've done all the warm-ups and stuff like that, check these out, right? Maybe copy it into your toolkit, right? Ask some questions about it. Those are usually pretty good things to go over. But here we are, page 150, 151, 118. And what do we have here? Oh my, I think I said on these problems that you really need to start watching those warm-ups, huh? I think I said that I actually did those problems in a warm-up, didn't I? Okay, so let's look, and voila. I speak French. Voila, right? 8 and 23 hundredths plus 10 and 9 tenths ends up being 19 and 13. You want to see how to do it? Go to my Zoom. Not my Zoom. Remember, subtracting a negative is like adding a positive. Subtracting a positive is like adding a negative. So instead of doing -6 minus 9, I'm doing -6 plus -9. I get the same answer. Okay, you could think of this as starting at -6 and subtracting 9 or going that way. But I like thinking of money when I add integers. And I think it's easier for me that way. So I think I owe 6 plus I owe 9. I owe a bunch, right? That's -15. Here we go. 8 minus 3 is 5, and 5 minus 1, 5 minus 4 is 1. And here I have on D, well, I just have that 0.3. What do we got here? Oh, 0 minus 3. That's a minus. That's -3. 15 minus 20. I have 15. I spend 20. I still owe 5, right? And -9 plus 14 is not -23. That's a negative. I owe, but this is positive. I have 14 bucks. I'm going to pay the 9 and still have 5 left over. All right, on this one, we had to get common denominators. We went to 60ths, 11 15ths, ended up being 44 60ths. 7 20ths ended up being 21 60ths. And I go 44 minus 21 is 23 60ths. And that last one, I have 5, and I spend 9. I spent more than I had, so I owe 4. Okay? All right. 3-119. Again, it pays to do those warm-ups, right? Especially around the end of a chapter when you get ready to do a test. Hint, hint. Do those warm-ups. Do the homework. If I add 9 to my number, I get 6. What is my number? Well, it's going to have to be negative, huh? Because 6 is less than 9. So how much negative? I got to go 3 spots that way, right? So -3 plus 9 equals 6. I owe 3, but I have 9. I end up with 6. All right. On B, it says if I start at -5 on a number line and end up at -8, I started here, ended up at -8. I went this way to the left 3 spots, right? So the first question was, what direction did I move? And that's to the left. And how many units? So I'm putting left 3 spots. I'll put a box around that. But I'm also going to go put this here. -5, and I'm going to put -3. I subtracted. I went that way 3 spots. Now, the other equation you can write for that is -5 plus -3 equals -8. Okay? This last one on C, if I move up 8 then down 8, what can you tell me about my position? Okay, well, let's say I started at 7. I started at 7, then I went up 8. That's up to 15. And then I subtract 8. 15 minus 8 is, let's pretend like I started at 20. 20, and then I went up 8. That's 28. And then I subtracted 8. 28 minus 8, 20. Let's pretend I started at negative 5. When I add 8, I'm going to pay the 5 I owe and then still have 3 left over, right? So that's positive 3. And if I subtract 8 from 3, the first 3 gets me to 0. How many more? So it doesn't matter where I start. If I'm going to add an 8, then subtract an 8, those are doing the opposites. I end up where I started. Okay, wherever you started. Whatever. Okay, I don't know if that's popular anymore. It was popular with 6th graders a while back. All right, you end up wherever you started. All right, these are these pattern problems, right, with a number line. A -4, then -2, then negative 6, then -4, then -2, then 0. What's going on here? Looks like we're going 2 spots each time, right? So what's here? 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Math teachers. Woo! Sorry. -15, -10. Looks like I'm going up by 5 each time, right? So -5, 0, 5, 10, and 15. And that makes sense because the next one's 20. Here, what's the difference between here? It's like it went down 7, right? So -7, another 7 is going to be -14. Going that way, I'm adding 7. So let me see, 7, then 14, and then 14 plus 7 is good. 21 plus 7 is good. All right, 0, -2,000, another 2,000, -4,000, and then going that way, I got 2K, 2,000, and then 4K. Got it? All right, get it, got it, good. Get it? Got it? Good. All right, we have that triangle with the 3 different sides. One's 6 feet, one's 7 feet, one's 9 feet. First question was, how much of this trim that I wanted to go over that triangular planter box do I need? Well, 6 feet plus 7 feet is 13, plus 9 more equals 22 feet. Now, the next question was a little bit complicated because you want to get some border and it costs $8.75. And how much it's going to cost? Well, you have to buy it in a pack of a full yard, right? You can buy it in full yards. You can't have partials. Well, how many yards do I need if I have 22 feet? Remember, 3 feet are in a yard. How many 3s fit into 22? Well, I know that 3 times 7 is 21. That'll get me close, but I need more. I got to buy another yard. I'll have some left over, but I have to buy 8 yards. Okay, and each yard is $8.75. Okay, so first is I need 8 yards, right? Because that was 22 feet. And then how much will it cost? $8.75 times 8. Okay, now I'm going to show you when I get done doing this a way that you could have done it in your head. Some of you are like, no way, I can't do that in my head. That's way too hard. Okay, you're going to do all this work, and I'm going to show you an easier way to do it in your head. Okay, 8 times 5 is 40. Remember, we're pretending there's no decimal. 8 times 7 is 56, plus 4 more is 60. Carry the 6. 8 times 8 fell on the floor. I picked it up at 64, plus 6 more. 64 and 6 is 70. Now that's 7,000, but remember, I had to move the decimal over 2 spots to pretend that was a number without decimals. So I have to go back 2 spots. So it looks like it's going to cost me $70. Now, Mr. Daniel, you promised you were going to show me an easy way to do that. How much money is that almost? That's almost $9, right? So 8 times $9 is how much? Can you do that one in your head? The 9s. right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 72. 72 bucks, right? So if it was 9, it would cost 72. How much short is that? That's a quarter short. How much is 8 quarters? 25, 50, 75, 1, 25, 50, 75, 2. So I got the 90, or 72, 8 times 9, and I subtract 2. 72 minus 2. You can do that in your head. You can do that in your head. Now, what you did in your head is you did the distributive property. Let me show you real quick. Distributive property, we've been showing you with the generic rectangle. When you get good at doing it without, this is 8 times 875. 875 is the same as 9, right? Minus 25 cents. So what is this? This is 8 times 9 minus, not 25, minus 8 times 25. Okay, 8 times 9 is 72. 8 quarters is $2. 72 minus 2, 70. Okay, that's what you did in your head. Okay, you're not in your head doing all these parentheses and stuff, but I'm just showing you a way to write that all out. You're just thinking $9 times 8, about 72 bucks. All right, how much less? Well, 8 quarters less. Okay, all right, back to our graffiti worksheet. It's coming. It's coming. I don't know if I'm going to give you guys a butterfly or a fish or what. Maybe even Snoopy for extra credit. Here we go. Let's read this. Look up the graph at the right. The graph shows positive and negative values of both axes. These are axes, right? X-axis, Y-axis. Okay, 4-quadrant graph. And the quadrants are numbered with Roman numerals 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, the coordinates, the x and y values, remember that's the x and y, okay, x and y. X goes first, just like it does in the alphabet. Of A are negative 4, 3. So remember, negative 4, 3. I go over first, and now we're doing arrows both way. Negative 4, and then up second. That's a positive, so I'm going up to 3. That's how I got the A there. Name the coordinates for B and C. Well, where's B? Well, how far did I go over? I went this way. That's negative 1, 2, 3. And I went down. That's another negative. So the first number is negative 3. I went down 1, 2, 3. Now, I don't like that problem. Anybody know why? Why do I not like B? If you said, Mr. Daniel, you can do it wrong and get it right, you deserve a banana split or hot fudge sundae or a milkshake or something tasty for dessert because you got it right. Yeah. Remember I always say I don't like those problems that you can do it wrong, do it right, get it right. Well, if you thought that you did down first, then over, you'd still end up in the same spot. So bad CPM. Okay. All right. Where's C? How far did I go over? Remember, over first. I went over 2, and then I went down. So over is positive, but down's going to be negative. How far? 3, 4, 5, 6. So negative 6. Okay? All right. Now the question says, if Deepak moved from point A 8 units to the right and 10 units down, at what point in the graph would he be? So I'm going to go to A. I'm going to go 8 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 10 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is over 4. Let's put this over 4 and down. That looks like 5, right? I went down 5. Hold on a sec. How far did I go down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They wanted me to go down 10. 9, 10. And that's negative 7. Negative 7. And the last question, which quadrant is the new point in? The new point is down here. That's in quadrant Roman numeral 4, right? That's all you got. You're done. I took a long time to do those. Took my time on that. Hopefully you hung in there. Good job, you guys.